Good day. This is Becky, your graphic instructor. Today, we'll be looking at the introduction to Pixellab. Okay, I'm sure you've downloaded it and I'm sure you've gone through it, but I would like to put you through some of the tools used in Pixellab. Okay, now let's get started. Sorry, just try to follow me and the my arrow, my record arrow is not displaying. Okay, just try to follow me. Okay, the plus. This plus at the top left hand side of the Pixellab. Let's click on it. Okay, there we have text. Where you can input text. This is your text. For you to edit it and input your write-up, you either double click on the text, okay, or you come down to A, click on edit, and you edit your text, clear it, and input your write-up. Click on OK. Okay, that's all for text. Click on the plus again. Let's say current date. Today's date is 26th October 2022, and it gives you the current date. That's for that. Then the next is sticker. You click on it. Look down. You see a lot of stickers that you can use for your design embedded here in Pixellab. You can click on any one and use. Okay. You can use emoji, whichever one you want to use. Then click mark. Okay, now let's go back to the plus. The next there is shapes. Okay, as I taught in the previous class, that shapes are used in graphics. There is a 2D shape. It has no dimension. It's just flat. You can use it. You can look at this small triangle facing down by the side of the square down. Click on it. There are a lot of shapes here in which you can use. And use any one. Click on it again. Whichever one you want to use for your design. Okay, that's for that. Go back to plus. Then this is from gallery. You can input image, your image. You can input background, and you can import from with this from gallery. It takes you directly to your gallery where you can get images you use, photos. You can import images. Okay. There's a lot of shapes here and sizes here that you can use. Okay. Then you click mark. It's right there in Pixellab. Okay, let's go back to the plus. Then the last there is draw. Here you draw. Use it to draw whatever you want to add to your design. You can give it a color. Draw. Increase it. Whatever you want to draw, you can draw with it. Okay. That's for draw. Okay, now the next to the plus is save. Here you can save your project. You can save as project or you save as image. You click on save as project, you save this work. Save. Okay, it's saved. Then you can save as image. Here, whenever you want to save as image, ensure you save as ultra. Click on ultra, you save. Also, if you want to save, you can as well save with PNG or JPEG. PNG, that is without background, and it will be saved without background. You'll see that in your gallery. Okay, now next to it is share icon. You can share your project to Facebook, and share to Twitter, and share to Google, WhatsApp, whatever. That is for that. Then the next there is a quote. You can click on anyone. I am not afraid. I was born to do this. There are a lot of quotes here you can actually use. You can edit it. Double click edit and add a write-up to it or whatever. Okay, the next one is this three dots here. Let's click on it. Use from gallery. As you can get image from gallery. Full screen. You can make your screen to be full without all those icon tools. Also, use from camera. You want to take your camera, you want to snap yourself, and export image. That you export image from Pixellab to your gallery. Image size. You want to reduce or increase your image size. Contact us to report bug, tutorial, remove ads, recover up. So all these things, they're not just necessary. Okay, now beneath the save icon is the undo arrow. I'm clicking on it. It's undoing all the things that I've inputted here. Undoing. Go back to the main page. It's no longer displaying. Now that's undo everything I've done initially. Maybe for instance, you made a mistake and you want to undo it. Click on this arrow to undo everything. That's totally cleared everything. So ensure when you're working, try to save. Constantly save as on your project. Save as project. So that in case you don't want to undo everything, just the way that undid everything now. I've lost all my designs that I just actually designed now. Okay, you can get them from your project if you've saved it. But if you've not saved it, you lost everything and you start from beginning. You see, remember I saved it when at the cost of putting you through the save. Go to my project, click on graphics, click OK. You see all those things that have been unsaved. I can still get them back because I saved them. So this save is very essential, and also the undo is essential as well. So next to the undo arrow is zoom icon. You can use the zoom in and out. That's for that. And the next to the zoom is margin lines, which is very, 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 very important. It helps you to align your work so your work will be neat. It helps to align your work. Very, very important. Okay, let's click on the down. Okay, that is the next to the U beneath it. Click on the box with settings. Click on it. You can adjust, bring it down. Easy to arrange your work. Very important. At the course of the training, I'll put you through more on this. When you start designing and you see the importance of this, you can cancel. Okay, now to align your work. It helps to arrange your work. That's what it does. It's to arrange your work. Okay, that's for that. Next to the margin is, should I say, beret? To beret. Okay, just click on it. Okay, this is very, very important as well. As you see there, it has individually all this write-up, the shapes have their own portion here. This is for the text, this is for graphics, this is for the dates, this is for the pin, this is for the shape, this is for the logo I just inputted here. Very, very important. Right here you can delete. Okay, it's gone. deleted. Let me redo it. Can delete, can lock. You see the padlock, you can lock. When you lock, you see the logo can't move anymore because you've locked it. Unlock now, it's moving. Okay, right here you can blind. It's no longer there. That doesn't mean you deleted it, you just blind it. Unblind. Okay, that's for this. Here you can either copy, this is for copy, arrange, ensure it's almost similar to what is down, which I will put it through as well. So that's for this. Just try to ensure you go through it again and you get more understanding of it. Okay, we're through with the icons up. Now let's go down. Down there is my project. My project will display if you've done anything and you saved with on my project. Save as my project. But if you've not done anything, you won't see it there, so don't be surprised. These are my projects. Okay, that's why my project is displaying here. Then next to it is the defaults. These are embedded backgrounds in which you can use for your design. You have defaults. That is the default background for on Pixellab, in which you can input your background, whichever one you want to use. If you want to change the background, you can use this. Whichever one you want to use it for your design. You can use them for your design. These are embedded backgrounds that Pixellab has provided. Okay, that's for that. Then let's look down. Okay, click on the A. This A is for text. It's used to edit your text. Huh? You see the edit, I've taught you concerning this edit at the early course of this video. You can use to edit your write-up, clear, and input yours. Okay, that's for that. Then still on this A, the next here is delete. You can delete it. Let me undo. The next is copy. Copy as much as possible. You want to copy. Okay, the next is to front, then to back. Hold on, let's go back to A. Let me get a shape so that you understand this to front and to back. Copy. Let's change the color to red. Okay, as you can see, this red is on the white. It's on it. Let's take it to be behind the white. Now you click on to back. It's at the back of the white. To front is in the front. So that's this to back and to front. Now let's go back to A. Okay, delete to back to front. Position. You want to position your design, your write-up. You can increase it so it will be faster. Bring it down, take it to the left, take it to the right. Okay, that's this. That's for that. Then this relative position to centralize your write-up. Hold on, let me delete these ones so that it won't distract us. Can delete uppers here as well. Okay, relative position to centralize your write-up. Left it, right it, down, up, center. So this is the main one. This up and down is what you use to centralize your write-up so that it to be right there at the middle. Okay, then next to relative position is the size of your image. You can use this. You see everything on this A. They're only all these icons, tools rather, on this A. They're only used for editing text. You can't use it to edit shapes. Okay, if we try to use to edit shapes, it won't work. So this is for text. Okay, the next is padding. Maybe for instance you wrote something and it cut off, the C. Use it to increase, to give it so that it will display very well. Okay, the next is color. Yes, color. You can change the color of your write-up. So color, you can give it a gradient color. So a gradient color I've done already. You can create your own gradient color by adding. Click on the plus, you add. Okay, let's make this one. Let's make it red. Make the other one blue. Make the other one green, and make this one yellow. Hope you're following. Make it yellow. Okay, you can arrange it. You can click up there. You see the way the position will change. See, up, click. Okay, then click OK. Click mark. That's giving it a gradient color. Okay, next to it is texture. Yeah, you can get um background or picture from your gallery, which you can use. Hold on, let me give this write up fonts. These are fonts. We'll get to that. Okay, so that you see how obvious it will be to look. Okay, now let's go back to that texture. The texture. Okay, texture from gallery. Okay, yeah, you can get images from gallery. Okay, hold on. Let me use mine. Okay, as you can see, that's added my picture that is now there. Can increase, can reduce it, and increase it. Okay, that's for texture. Let me undo. Okay, let's go back. Then the next is opacity. Opacity, that is the quality of your picture, of the color of your image or your shape or write up. Okay, you can increase or reduce the quality. If you don't want it to show, reduce it, increase it, and enable it, whichever way you want it. So now this is 100%. Sure, it's 100%, or it depends on the design you want to do. You can reduce it, you can increase it. That's for that. The next is rotate. Rotate, rotate your your right up. Okay. And next is mask. This mask is for advanced classes. This mask can use the cut of your shape, cut of your right up. Can copy the mask. Okay, see, that's it. All right, let's continue. The next is font. Let me undo this mask. Next is fonts. Yeah, there are a lot of fonts here provided by Pixellab in which you can use. While my fonts here are fonts that I downloaded and inputted in Pixellab. You can, and the next, as we go on with the tutorial, I'll put it through how to download fonts from online and input it to Pixellab. So the next is recent. These are the recent fonts that I've used. So now let's give it a font. You can either pick from the main one. Let's use the fonts we have on Pixellab. Okay, And the next is B, bold. You can bold in it, italics, give it underline, can cancel. Bold, italics, underline, and cancel. Alright, the next is curve. You want to curve your right. I notice that there's some right up to see that it's curved. You want to curve it. See, as I curving it, it's changing the color. That's Pixellab for you. Don't want it to be curved. You put it 0%. Okay, the next is background, text background. Give it a text background. Can change the color. Can give part of it. Okay. Look down. You see radius. You see the shaping it. Can increase the bottom. Can increase the top. Can increase the left. Can increase the right. Can change the color. Okay. That's for that. Then the next is align. This video will be much. Just take your time to go through it. Very important. This is in case. Okay, let's go to quotes and get some write-ups there. I think we need this now. Sorry, not displaying. Hold on. Okay. Now for the align, can you put it on left align? Can put it on justify. Can put it on right align. Left align, justify, right align. Okay. Now it's on justify. Now let's continue. The next is spacing. Okay, now let's use this for the spacing. Can spacing your work, your write up. See? Then the next is line spacing. See the difference between the other one and this one. This is for line spacing. Okay, now the next is stroke. Let's use it for stroke. I'll give it a stroke. Increase the size of your stroke. Change the color of your stroke. That's for stroke. And give your stroke multiple colors. Let's cancel it. Okay, that's for stroke. Sorry. The next is shadow. And give your write up a shadow. Can reduce the shadow size. Can reduce the opacity of the shadow. This is for shadow. Okay, that's for that. Then the next is emboss. Click on emboss, enable it, can rotate it, see what it's doing, can increase it. Just try to take your time and go through it and practice yourself. Very, very essential. Practice makes perfect. Okay, this is perspective. Enable the perspective. You see, that's for perspective. Sorry. Okay, that's for perspective. Okay, undo. Okay, and the next is 3D rotate. Up, down. You see the other rotate is round. See the other rotates. What it does? It goes round, round, round. But 3D rotates. It goes up, down, up, down, then left, right. But the other rotates just round, round. Okay, that's what 3D rotates. And this 3D text. 3D, that is 3 dimension. I'm sure you've seen things like this. Increase the depth. See how large it is. That increase the depth. Can give it, can darken it, can rotate it. Can see this is 3D. Rotate. That's what 3D. Just go through it and just practice yourself. Okay, that's for 3D. Okay, the next is 3D shadow. 3D shadow is different from the other shadow we saw. So 3D shadow. Look and see what it's giving. See what it's doing. You can expand it, change the color. That's for 3D shadow. Okay, the next is reflection. Reflecting down. You can reduce it, you can increase it, make it closer. That's for reflection. Alright, we're done with text. Now let's go to shapes. Click the next to the A is for editing of shapes. Editing of shapes. Now let's get shape up. You can either get shape up here or you get shape down here. Okay, now let's use this one. Okay, you can edit the shape. Click on edit. You can increase, reduce, increase the shape. Ensure when you're making use of shape, always try to use this edit. With that, it won't reduce the quality of the shape. Like that, I don't know if you get me. It won't reduce the quality of the shape. There are times when you use your hand without using this edit, you will see it has crack on it. So ensure you always use this edit. Okay, now let's just use our hand. See what it does. Increase, reduce, increase, reduce. And try to zoom it. It will lose its quality. Wait, hold on. Let's zoom it. You see, it's looking blur in a way. To lose its quality. So ensure when you're editing your shape, always use edit. Okay, next is delete. You can delete your shape. Next is crop. Come here to crop your shape. You can rotate it down. You can rotate down. You can lock it, unlock. You can make it cycle. Okay. Now that's done to cycle. Alright, now let's proceed. Shapes. When you want to edit, just click on it, else nothing will display. Just click on it. You see a lot of icons that you will use for your edit. Okay, next is copy shape. Then next is to front to back, which I put you through in during the explanation of text. Okay, next is position, which is similar to it. Relative position to centralize your shape. The next is relative size. You see in A, that is in text. To edit text, it has size. It has size. And while in shape, we use relative size. Is it to increase or decrease your size? Relative size. Then next is color. To put it through on color, you can change your color, give it a gradient color. Next is texture, similar to the text, where you can get image from the gallery and put it in your shape. Then next is color filter. We can increase or decrease the color. That's for color filter. It's not really that effective though, but you can practice and use it. Next is stroke, which I put it through in text and give it a stroke. Change the color, the stroke. Okay. Next is erase. You can erase some part of your shape. Okay. That's for erase. Then next is B0. Sorry, where is it? Sorry, I'm looking for it. Okay. Next is a mask. You can mask your. Sorry, my phone is misbehaving. Just don't bother. Okay. can mask your shape. Click on enabled. You can see this is okay. It's just to get a different shape. That's just the use of this mask. So it has given it the square a different shape. Okay, now let's proceed. So we just ignore this alarm only, whatever I display on the screen. Okay, the next is erase color. Erase the color from your shape. Now it's left with just no shape. Okay, now next is, sorry, looking for where I stopped. Okay, rotate. So let me use this shape. The other one is out. Can rotate round, round, round. Can give it a 3D rotate, up, down, left, up, down, left. Okay. Okay. You can as well rotate with this. Rotate is just for normal rotate. Then next is 3D rotate. Okay, I've put it through on that. So 3D rotate. Then next is 3D shapes. In the A, we saw 3D text. Now this is 3D shapes. Click on it. You can increase it. You can rotate it. You see, that's giving us the 3D box, as I taught yesterday on 3D shapes. You see, this is 3D shape. You can darken the color. Give it a color. That's 3D. Okay. Then for perspective, you can as well do your shape perspective. Enable. That's that. Then okay, can also give it shadow. So I taught the text. Can give it a shadow. Can as well give it an inner shadow. So it has an inner shadow. Inner shadow. Okay. The next is embossed, similar to that of text. Embossed. All right. Now let's look down after the for editing of text of shape. Let's look down by the right hand side. You see this double square. This double square is for the background. Give the background a color. Some gradients, can give it a single color. Okay, this is for editing of the background. Can make it transparent. Okay, you can increase or reduce the size of your background. This is for size. Okay, that's for that. And next is crop is not editable because you can't crop your background. And next is image. These are backgrounds on Pixellab which you can use for your design. Okay, there are lots of them which you can use for your design. Alright, next is from gallery. You can as well go and import backgrounds from your gallery. Backgrounds that you've downloaded. As my screen is misbehaving. Okay, let me click any of them. I don't know what I clicked though. So here you can use it to get image from your gallery. Then use from camera. You want to snap yourself and input. Okay, that's for that. Then this also is for editing of. Sorry, let me undo this. This is for editing of the background as well. Okay, can give it a color. The next is noise. Give it noise. Just ensure you practice yourself. You get to understand more. This for stroke. Okay. This is the brightness, and to increase or reduce the brightness of your background. There's constructs, almost similar to editing of the background. There's hue. They're all used for editing of the background. Saturation. All these things they work more like Photoshop. Alright, so that's I think that's all. That's all. Just to rotate the background. Okay, that's all for the introduction of Pixellab and all the tools used in Pixellab. Okay, I think there's just two more here. Okay, this is for imports. Ensure you always use imports rather than using from gallery when you want to get image or shape from image or background from your gallery. Ensure you always use import. Then this is draw, similar to what I is same up there on the plus. Then this is shapes. You can get shapes in here. This is visual. Okay, easy to get shape. That's for that. Then this is arrow, and to add arrow to your design. Okay, that's for that. I think we're done. We're through with the introduction of Pixellab and all the tools used in Pixellab. Please ensure you watch the video. I'm sure it will be lengthy. Just try to take your time and watch the video and practice yourself. Thank you. Thanks for listening. See you in the next class.